we want to stay undefeated, we have to be perfect, one play at a time. That's how we'll do our job. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Maryland's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to...
Makes the grab in their space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Makes him past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But, Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't...
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Tennessee's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Volunteers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
Man, the defense defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Roberts. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong, but so quick, so they can beat you with speed or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in, and you saw that right defensive end come off the end and make the sack.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
Caught, and he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Knox. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Roberts. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Terrapins. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey.
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding.
Here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Maryland! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got his man. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a much-needed offense as they tried to cut away it. Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just keeps moving. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Handoff to the single running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Roberts. Snagged in the middle. It's Jennings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of...
Field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Maryland uses its second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Roberts. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown ball. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield, it's Roberts. He's going to throw deep right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And it's no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters into the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 5 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Mustangs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Heupel at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Handoff from the gun. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. They'll go right back to him. There's a crease. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Jennings. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking left. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Roberts. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Might be changing the route. Lost to throw again. Another incompletion on. Now.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Pucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Powers through. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So they'll send out the field goal unit.
It's now 4th and goal.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going to the running game. He's past the 30. At the 45 on his way. Racing to the right. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Caught behind the line. It's knocked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under by the defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Roberts. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The running back has it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. This time he wants to throw, trying to make magic with his feet.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. To the ground with the back. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50. And on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Roberts. He's got him in the flat. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And they got it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He threw the ball away on 4th down. I guess if you're being charitable, he saved a few yards of field position, but you might want to keep that one alive for a while. It's complete to the right. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Under fire. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down.
It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Off play action.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's all the way down to the 20. Line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his...
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on... this winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. The Vols moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
On the Maryland sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he
might have a chance. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how to...
Touchdown, Maryland! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Ran through the contact. Finding some room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Where did he go? They want to run it left here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Tennessee, 23.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.